Hey guys, it's Wes, not your normal miner here. Today we wanted to talk with you a little bit more about us running for the ETHER-1 governance board and talk with you a little bit more just about what we know as far as the ETHER-1 governance board goes. First off, we are a cryptocurrency mining based channel focused on pool testings, miner program testings, overclock setting testing. We did build this remote garden location so we could show everyone what's needed as far as heat removal as you scale up, and the different things needed as far as electric updates needed as you scale up. We currently have 29 GPUs, 3 ASICs, but we're very community driven. Excuse me. One of the things you'll see is the current shirt that I'm wearing, BBT. BBT, someone in the community. If you haven't had a chance to check out any of his videos, you got to check them out. But during all my videos and such, you'll see me wearing different shirts from different people around the crypto community. Does that mean that you should love them? No. Does that mean that you should hate them? No. Just what that means is these are different people that I've followed over time. I've learned a lot from. So I'm just trying to help pass on knowledge. Knowledge is power, in my opinion. But here today we're talking with you a little bit about the ETHER-1 governance board and our platform as far as wanting to run on it. So as far as everything so far, the last I've read, there's going to be currently 10 spots on the board. Do I feel there might be needed to be more or less? Yes. But from what I've currently seen is 10 spots. The top 5 as far as votes received are going to be in control of, I believe, the wallet for disbursement as far as keeping ETHER-1 going. They have voting rights. The bottom 5 have voting rights as well, but I believe they aren't going to have control of the coins, being able to say what's going on with it. In the link down below, there's going to be, in the description, there's going to be a link to all this stuff we're talking about. Especially as far as the ETHER-1 governance over on GitHub. I'm going to explain it to you a little bit more. But what people are going to be doing is they're going to be using their wallets, just like you set up your service gateway nodes, master nodes, you send out that transaction TX to verify your coins. Well, that's how you're going to back people. The top 5 have voting rights and access to disperse coins needed to keep the project going. The bottom 5 just have voting rights. So, as far as why do I feel we're good for this position, anyone that's followed our channel knows we're very community driven. I like to be very fair. There's been some content that I put out that maybe was very controversial. Any statements that I ever make that are wrong, I have no problem retracting those. But once again, I try to be very fair. Well, I feel as a YouTuber, as someone that's done a lot with mining, setting up nodes, all sorts of stuff, staking, I feel I'd have a great perspective that I'd be able to show the community, but I'm very community driven, so I feel that I'd be able to voice what the community says very well. Comment down below, tell me what you guys think as well in the description in this video. Am I crazy for wanting to run for the board? Is the board something you're going to run for? But I'm very community driven. I feel if I'm elected to the board, I'll push to have more community polls. I'll vote off of those community polls. Short, simple. I'm very community driven. The community got me to this point. As you can see, I just want to help out the community. For me, I think it would be very neat. I have a very different perspective, an interesting perspective that I think the governance board could use. So once again, comment down below. Tell me what you think. Tell me if you think I'm crazy. Tell me if you think from my perspective might help guide a cryptocurrency. ETHER-1 here is what we're talking about, help guide it in the future. That's all I'm trying to do. I've been very invested in mining ETHER-1. I've been very invested with the node procedure. I had a bill for my gateway node run well over $100, when typically it should have been less than 20. Well, there's no way that my rewards handled that. So I feel something that we need to address is how we're using this node network and how the nodes are getting paid. But once again, we're talking with you about the ETHER-1 governance. We are going to be running for one of those 10 positions. I feel I've got a great perspective that can help guide and listen to the community to help guide the community and help make ETHER-1 keep moving forward, because it's going to have to change if it wants to stay great in the space. I believe it's a great project, but I feel you got to keep up to date. I feel they're doing a pretty good job at that. Once this governance is in place, I think that's going to be even better. But once again, we are a cryptocurrency mining-based channel focused on pool testing, overclock setting testing, miner program testing. We built this location so we could show people what's needed as far as heat removal and electric updates needed as you scale up. But I do feel I'd be very good for that ETHER-1 governance board. Once again, I'm very community driven. We've got our sticker wall. I'm a huge supporter of other projects as well. I try not to shill too much. You don't just hear me saying, oh, you got to mine this, you got to buy this, you got to sell this. You never hear that. You never hear me talk about ROI typically. I'm just here to show you the different things we've done. Hopefully you can use some of those. But I do feel I'd have a great perspective. I feel I'd be able to vote just with what the community wants as far as guiding ETHER-1 in the future. If you guys have questions, comment down below, tell me. You know, if you're new to my channel, hit that subscription. That way you're going to be able to see our latest and greatest. And I want to help the community, the ETHER-1 community, see everything that we're going through with this governance process, and let them see everything that we can, as much as we're able to, on how these projects work behind the scenes. So this is Wes, I'm not your normal miner, and we've been talking with you about ETHER-1 governance and our stance as far as our running platform to run for the ETHER-1 governance board. Thank you.